Hey, we want to thank all of you for coming today. We're going to do a Hanukkah celebration. We have a video we're going to show you right off the bat, which is about 7 minutes. It's going to cover so much history about Hanukkah and all the different ins and outs of the holiday. And then we want to play some songs. We want to hear from athletes and families about how you guys celebrate Hanukkah. So we are so excited. All of you are here. Let's do a quick screen share. And let me find, it's called The Story of Hanukkah. You guys all see that? Give a thumbs up. Okay, perfect.
I can see it.
Okay, so let's start off this way.
What is Hanukkah for kids? Hey kids, in this video, we're going to learn about the Jewish holiday called Hanukkah, how it started, what it is, and why it's celebrated. Let's find out the story behind the menorah. We all know that during what we call the holiday season, there are a lot of different celebrations, usually accompanied by gifts and parties and a week off from school. Okay, admit it, that last thing was your favorite part of the holidays. But there are many different ways that people celebrate what we call the holiday season. There's the Christian celebration called Christmas, the African American holiday known as Kwanzaa, and the Jewish celebration known as Hanukkah, which is also referred to as the Festival of Lights, Feast of the Maccabees, or sometimes even Feast of Dedication. In fact, Hanukkah means dedication in the Hebrew language. And as you may have noticed, there are also many different ways to spell Hanukkah. Sometimes it's spelled Hanukkah with an H, sometimes Hanukkah with a CH, and sometimes you'll see two Ks in the word. But no matter how you spell it, it's always pronounced the same way. Hanukkah. Say it with me. Ha-na-ka. Hanukkah. And it's always celebrated over 8 days. Unlike Christmas, which lands on December 25th, the 8 days of Hanukkah can happen anywhere from late November to late December, all depending on the cycles of the moon. That's right, the moon determines when the Jewish people can celebrate their winter holiday. That's because the Jewish calendar is a lunar one, meaning it follows the various stages of the moon. While Christmas is a celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ, Hanukkah has a different reason for existing. Broadly, Hanukkah reaffirms the ideals and beliefs of the Jewish religion, developed by the ancient Hebrew people. In the Jewish religion, there is one God who has revealed himself to Abraham, Moses, and other Hebrew prophets, and the religion follows the scripture or text from the Old Testament of the Bible. Other Jewish laws can be found in the Torah and the Talmud, which are the faith's main religious texts. To those who adhere to the religion, Judaism is considered to be an expression of the covenant that God established with the children of Israel, or the ancient Hebrew people. So while Judaism has a lot of rituals and beliefs, and there are a number of holidays throughout the year, including Passover, Rosh Hashanah, and Yom Kippur, Hanukkah has a special place for Jews, as it commemorates a particularly difficult time in Jewish history. It all started in the 2nd century BC, when the Jews rose up against their oppressors in what was called the Maccabean Revolt. The Maccabees were a group of Jewish warriors led by a priest named Mattathias and his 5 sons. Talk about a cool name. In English, Maccabee translates to sledgehammer or extinguisher. At that time, the Jewish people lived in a land called Judea, also known as the land of Israel, and they were being ruled by Antiochus III, the king of Syria. Antiochus III was a good king who allowed the Jews to live peacefully in Syria and practice their religion. But when Antiochus III's son, who's named, you guessed it, Antiochus IV, became king, he took a different approach, telling the Jews they had to worship the Greek gods. When the Jews rebelled against the new rule, Antiochus IV ordered his soldiers into the city to kill thousands of people and destroy the Jewish people's second temple. In its place, they erected a temple to the Greek god Zeus and sacrificed pigs in sight of it, which was deeply offensive to the Jews. That's when the Maccabees, led by Mattathias and his brothers, led a rebellion against Antiochus IV. When Mattathias died 2 years later, his son Judah Maccabee took over the rebellion and drove the Syrians out of Syria. Victory! At that point, the second temple was rebuilt and a gold candelabrum with 7 branches was placed in the temple and lit. That candelabrum was known as a menorah. When they lit the menorah, they thought there would only be enough oil for it to burn for one night. But somehow, according to the Talmud, the oil miraculously burned for 8 nights. Pretty cool! Because the oil burned for 8 nights instead of one, it gave the Jews in Jerusalem enough time to go and find a fresh supply of oil. Because of this amazing event, the elders were inspired to proclaim an 8-day holiday to commemorate the burning of the menorah oil. To this day, lighting the menorah is a large part of the celebration of Hanukkah, as you can see here. This family is lighting the shamash, otherwise known as the servant candle. This 9th candle on the menorah is called a servant candle because it's used to light the other 8 candles, one for each night of Hanukkah. Because it was a long time ago, the Maccabean Rebellion is just one theory about how Hanukkah started. Another theory says that Hanukkah was actually just a delayed celebration of Sukkot, which is a 7-day Jewish celebration involving feasting, prayer, and festivities. As this theory goes, because Sukkot was delayed that year because of the Maccabean Rebellion, when they finally did celebrate, that became Hanukkah. Whichever theory you believe, Hanukkah is a fun-filled 8 nights of eating good food, gathering with family, and lighting up the night sky with all kinds of interesting-looking menorahs. Instead of olive oil, which was used in ancient days, nowadays people who celebrate Hanukkah use candles, one placed in each of the 8 arms of the menorah. During Hanukkah, it's typical for candles to be lit from right to left, which is the same way that the Hebrew language is written and read. As the candles are being lit, blessings are said to express the meaning of the holiday. Menorahs used to be placed outside the home when they were lit, but eventually they were moved inside the house. It's probably a lot safer that way. And hey, you don't want your menorah candles to be snuffed out by the wind or extinguished by the rain, or maybe even knocked over by a curious raccoon or squirrel. One of the most famous of all Hanukkah events occurs each year in Israel, the annual relay from Modi'in to Jerusalem, which features runners carrying burning torches through the streets until the final runner gets to the Western Wall, also called the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem. When the torch carrier gets to the wall, he hands his torch to the chief rabbi, which is a Jewish scholar. The rabbi then uses the torch to light the first candle on a giant menorah. The celebration also involves singing hymns, reading scripture, and offering blessings, in addition to almsgiving, which is the practice of giving money or food to the poor. In addition to lighting the menorah every night for 8 nights, other Hanukkah traditions are more secular or non-religious, and they include cooking and eating latkes and sufganiyot, which are potato cakes and donuts, both fried in oil to remember the oil that burned for 8 days. There are also games associated with Hanukkah, such as spinning the dreidel, which is a 4-sided top. Each side of the top has a Hebrew letter on it, and the 4 letters stand for the phrase, "A great miracle happened here." During Hanukkah, it's also typical to eat and give out geld, which are chocolate coins. And of course, there are the presents. Typically, 1 gift for each night of Hanukkah. That's 8 gifts, which are usually opened after lighting the menorah. This ritual of gift-giving likely started because of Hanukkah is celebrated in countries that also celebrate Christmas. So, it was borrowed from the Christian holiday. Hanukkah also has another unique thing associated with it. Since the word means education, the Hanukkah celebration often involves rabbis and teachers imparting to students the strength and perseverance of the Jewish, reflected in the holiday. All in all, Hanukkah is a holiday that Jews celebrate often alongside their Christian friends, because they both occur around the same time. In the Jewish faith, however, Hanukkah is not as religiously significant as some of the other holidays the Jews celebrate, so the people can still work and go to school during the holiday. In Israel, there are 6.5 million Jews, about the same number as there are in the United States. All told, there are about 15 million Jews every year who celebrate the Festival of Lights. That's a whole lot of spinning dreidels, fried latkes, and burning menorahs. Thanks for following Clarendon Learning. Be sure to subscribe. For more free resources, check us out.
Okay, guys. I know that was a longer video, but hey, I learned so much and I hope you did too. And Gwen, I see that Gwen Feinberg just joined us. So you guys are in luck. So I think what we're going to do, I want to go to Michelle Feinberg first, and she and Gwen can talk a little bit about how they celebrate Hanukkah and what it means to their family. And then I know Dale and Patty and a few other of our athletes wanted to talk about how they do it, and we'll sing some songs along the way. So what a great video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to bring up Michelle next. Hi, Michelle.
Hi there. So that was a great video. I liked that. So some of the things that we do in our family are very much what they said in the video. I make potato latkes every year, hundreds of them, because you should eat as many as possible during Hanukkah. And we make regular ones, and I make sweet potato latkes. And we actually light many menorahs in our house because each of my daughters gets to light one. But this menorah came from my husband's family. It was actually brought here from Europe, and it was handed down to him. And it is a super heavy menorah, and it has a very traditional design on it. And so this is our favorite menorah because it has so much significance to us because it's so old and it's a real family heirloom. And we always play dreidel. And so we have, I don't know how many dreidels in this house, but this one is from Israel, and it has different pictures on it. And when you play dreidel, depending upon what you spin, you either get something, Hanukkah gelt, so chocolate, you give something, or sometimes you get nothing. And whoever has the most gelt at the end of the game wins. So it gets very competitive in this house. We have some fierce games. My daughter does not want to be on camera, but she is probably Sarah's the most competitive person in the house. You don't want to play against her.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Mom, you want to add anything?
Yeah, let's go over to Gwen. I said Gloria just joined us too. So Gwen, Gwen, if you can unmute.
I am unmute. I did.
You.
Hi, Gloria.
Hi.
I can only see the top of your head.
Gwen, push the screen down a little.
And then there's probably a blue button that says unmute.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm gonna call her.
Hi, Ellen.
All right, I'm gonna go, Gwen, keep working on that. I'm gonna go to Gloria because I just heard Gloria.
What do you want me to say?
Want to tell us about how you celebrate your family?
Okay.
There you are. Oh, you're in San Francisco today. I like that, Gloria.
Yeah, well, I learned that I took a Zoom class last week, and I learned how to change the background, which was very exciting.
Well, Gloria just jumped on, but we did about a 10-minute video about the history of Hanukkah and all the history and then how people celebrate. Now we kind of want to go around and talk to our athletes and families. And what can you tell us about the holiday? How you guys celebrate? Or what's so special for you and your family?
I just want to say one thing, Mark, before you go around to everybody, okay?
Yeah.
So one of the things that we used to do when my grandchildren were younger is, as Michelle was saying, have very competitive games of dreidel. And gelt, gelt is the chocolate candy, but gelt can also be other things. And many years we would use M&Ms, or some years we use candy kisses. And the kids would really put their hands all over the candy kisses and the M&Ms, and it was really messy, but everybody had such a wonderful time. I don't know if Michelle mentioned potato latkes. Did she mention potato? Oh, she did. Okay.
She did potato latkes and sweet potato latkes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. So
and sufganiyot, I don't know if you make them, Gloria. I don't, but they are so yummy.
I
They're
buy
jelly
them.
filled donuts.
Yes,
and they're
I just buy them, Michelle. I don't make them. I'm not as good as you would. You would, because you're such a good cook, but I
Thank
wouldn't. But I would love to hear what everybody else does for Hanukkah, because sometimes people do different things with their families.
Yeah. All right. So
Oh,
let's,
there's Michelle Michelson. I just took her home.
oh, good. So let me go
Cakes
over,
to eat. Cakes to eat in Hanukkah. Is that
Chris, we're going to get you the cakes and everything. I see Gwen just unmuted. So I want to go to Gwen.
Good, good.
Hi, Gwen.
I got this figured out. Can you hear me?
You're
Yep.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
Hi,
I
Gwen.
okay
turn the
now.
light on? Turn the light on so people can see you.
Yeah, no, as Michelle said, before Michelle was in the area and regularly doing the Hanukkah celebrations, I used to do it, and I used to do the same thing, making the latkes, and I didn't try too many of the other dishes, although there's a lovely jelly donut it's like a jelly donut that's kind of a traditional dish that also is often made. And it's really all those good things that you cook in hot oil and all the nice fattening things at this time of year.
Gwen, can I ask you, because I know it's 8 nights, is there different meals that you cook, like in order at all, or any differences in Gloria too, and Michelle, on the different types of things that you cook throughout?
No, not other
No.
than the potato latkes, no, not really.
Well,
Is the-
some families really like brisket, love brisket.
We
Our
have
fa-
brisket at our house, yeah.
You like,
Is
oh,
the-
Ellen likes brisket, yeah, and
Yeah.
I
I
use-
like brisket and
Yeah.
potato latkes.
Is the first night or the last night any bigger than the other nights, or is it pretty much all even?
All even.
I
But
eat
the thing is, so the first night is a little special.
Yeah.
Because you know what, girl, Michelle and Nelson, you know how we sing Shehachianu on the first night, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the first time we're lighting the menorah for that year. So
Yeah.
we make a little bit more of a little bit more special on the first night. There's an extra prayer you say on the first
Oh,
night.
no,
I
Baruch,
don't.
Baruch,
I
All right,
don't.
it looks like
Baruch
Michelle and
atah-
Ellen do want to get in here, so let me go over to them. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Does does your mom know I call you the pajama girls because of the 10 o'clock programs, but I see you guys are dressed. You're looking great this afternoon.
I just came home from work and I took a shower.
Good.
Oh, you
Hey,
took the
what,
shower.
can you
Wow.
tell us your favorite, both of you, can you tell us your favorite parts of Hanukkah? Michelle?
My favorite, I know my favorite is getting gifts.
Yeah, getting gifts.
And gifts.
All right, well, that's unanimous at Avalon 1214 right there, getting gifts.
Now,
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
get gifts
Yeah.
every
And
night,
yours-
or did you get one big gift?
I'm getting one for my sister. It'll come in the mail soon.
Oh,
Take time.
Nice.
what about you, Michelle? One
No.
gift or a lot of gifts? What did we usually do in the past?
A
One
lot of
gift?
gifts.
A lot of gifts, yeah.
We do-
That's
we do
great.
a bag.
Ladies, thanks so much for sharing. I want to go to Dale because Dale was really wanting to get in here. Let me find Dale. I don't know if you can find her faster than I, Carolee. Where are you, Dale? Let's go to the first page. We have so many people on tonight. It's great.
good.
27 people on. There's
That's
Ben.
wonderful.
Is Dale there with you, Ben?
Yeah, he's coming.
All right, Dale, come on up and tell us about Hanukkah and your family and how you guys celebrate. You're on.
We got the
Yeah, you have a menorah.
That's
Yeah.
very nice.
I thought when I was setting it up yesterday, I put it right here. And then my mom helped me fix it. So
Now, Dale, is it correct? Was the video correct? You light the middle candle and you use that to light the other ones? Okay, that's great. Dale, what do you remember just growing up and celebrating Hanukkah? How did your family celebrate?
we light the with that. I can't even say anything. We light the candles and we get we get we eat. Yeah, we get present and eat chocolate.
So did you light it every night and then you get a present each night for the 8 nights?
Not really, no.
Okay. Did you guys play dreidel?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We're gonna play it tomorrow. I'm gonna get it tomorrow.
Yeah, it starts tomorrow. Anything else you want to tell us about Hanukkah?
And I got presents for my family.
They sent them up. That's great.
No, it's in the office right now. So
Oh, excellent.
I'm doing some self-control right now.
We're all very excited for you.
Good for you.
Good, yeah.
I see. Nina, I know, celebrates, and she's out in California, for those who don't know. And you're with your mom out in California, right, Nina?
Yeah, well, okay, so like they'll say, well, with my family, and I know it's tomorrow. Sorry. Well, what we do for Hanukkah is like what they'll said. We do presents, but what we do is like we just put it like next to the floor, and then each night we get a present, and so I'm look because I got so many presents, but I can't look because it's a surprise. But yeah, and I love making potato latkes, and sometimes if it wasn't quarantined, sometimes I go to the synagogue.
Right.
And I like the candles, and it's really, we have good food too.
Oh, that sounds great. Thanks so much for your input. Why don't we, I know we're going to get a lot of people in here, but let's break this up with a song really quick, okay? Because there's such great music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Share. You guys ready? This one's Oh Hanukkah, Oh Hanukkah. But
Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather around the table, we'll give you a treat. Sing for the nymphs to play with and latkes to eat. And while we
sorry about that. Let's see, keep playing.
It's a very pretty menorah.
Mark, can we all sing with it, like spotlighted?
Well, I would love us to, but I don't know what happened there. Let me just try it again. Okay.
That would work. That would work, Ben, Brian, if you keep yourself muted so that people can also hear. You can sing along.
Yeah, yeah. That would be fun.
Let me go back to where we were. Actually, Carolee, can you call on someone else while I tee the next thing up?
How about, I know Jennifer celebrates Hanukkah. I'd like to hear what Jennifer has to say. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Carolee.
Are you looking forward to Hanukkah?
Yep.
Yep. What would you like to share about how your family celebrates?
So when I was little, we used to play a lot of dreidel games, and well, as the video said, that Jewish kids still go to school.
Yeah.
Because I know that's, and then usually what we do is when I was little, we used to get like presents every night, but since we're like adults now, we don't get that many presents.
That's what happens. That's what happens to all of us. We don't get as many presents.
Right.
But were they, Jennifer, when you got presents when you were young and you got a present each night, were they like big gifts or just a small something?
Well, it was every small gift. Then I used to get more presents from my grandmother on my mom's side.
And why was that? Just because she loved you best, or
No.
no?
So my mom's not Jewish, so she celebrates Christmas. So
Uh-huh.
we always help her family to celebrate Christmas the best we can.
So you get to share. I love that. You know, when I was a kid, we had friends and they used to invite us over to Passover and Hanukkah. And
Yeah, we usually invite my aunt and her husband come over for Passover.
nice.
There was just the three of us because
That's-
of the
I think
and
that's what holidays and celebrations are for, to share with with family and friends and share
right.
what you're celebrating. Great. Nice, Jen.
Jennifer, I know that because my mom also, her family is not Jewish. And so we also did both. And I found that when it was Hanukkah and Christmas at the same time, I always thought that was the best, to see the menorah on the mantle and the Christmas tree, because it meant that we were all doing the same thing. We were all celebrating something at that time. And it's always my favorite when those two things happen. It doesn't happen every year.
Sometimes Hanukkah is around Thanksgiving, so it's kind of tricky.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, different times. That's right.
Jen, such a great share. And so let's try a song again, because we know Sarah Feinberg, and we heard about Ellen Sue and Michelle, or definitely with Michelle with the candy playing dreidel. So let's play the dreidel song, and it has lyrics, so you guys can sing along. Okay, a second.
I had a little dreidel, I made it out of sand, and when
I tried.
Sorry, I'm trying to get in there.
I tried to spin it, it crumbled in my hand. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of sand, and when I tried to spin it, it crumbled in my hand. I had a little dreidel, I made it out of air, and when I tried to spin it, it simply wasn't there. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of air, and when I tried to spin it, it simply wasn't there.
I had a little dreidel, I made it out of mud, and when I tried to spin it,
It's saying my
another spot.
Dreidel, 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 I made it out of mud, and when I tried to spin it, it seemed I wasn't strong.
I had a little dreidel, I made it out of stone. I dropped it on my foot, it nearly broke my bones. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of stone.
I dropped it on my foot, it nearly broke my bones. I had a little dreidel, I made it out of tin, and though I tried and tried some more, it simply wouldn't spin. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of tin, and though I tried and tried some more, it simply wouldn't spin. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play.
All right.
Woo, some new version
fun.
there.
That was
Lots
fun.
of new words in that one.
I had never heard that before. That was
I
great.
didn't either.
Really? So I picked a different one.
That was
So,
good.
Are
That
there
was
any other athletes that celebrate Hanukkah that want to share what their family does over the holidays? Or if you have questions too, I think today's a lot about learning too for so many of us. I see Chris Britton's hand wanting to jump in. Let's go to Chris.
I hear that there are cakes to eat, and there are cakes to eat in Hanukkah. How do the cakes look like?
Cakes, maybe donuts. Maybe you mean donuts, Chris.
Well,
Yeah, I think so.
well,
Yeah.
there was a song on Hanukkah by Hap Palmer. It said, "Cakes to eat, what a treat."
I don't know.
I would imagine for a holiday though, wouldn't there be all sorts of sweets and treats
Yes,
to eat? So
Yep.
yes.
that
that's
may not
true.
be that may not be one that we're talking about today, Chris, but I would imagine like at other holidays, you get all sorts of treats. So
Yeah.
probably
yeah.
did have cakes.
I thought it was so interesting in the video where it said the oil that they used to light the first menorahs. That's how, you know, you cook the donuts and the latkes. I just thought that's there's so much.
Yep. Everything's
Honor
cooked in
of-
oil.
Everything's
Your
cooked in
cholesterol goes right through the roof.
Excuse
All
me.
right. Let's go to Brian Given, and then we'll go down to Patty Cunningham. Brian, what did you want to share?
It's a quick question for the one and only mom.
Brian, you went out. Can you unmute?
Yep. Next time when we go virtual again, right? Could we do a Hanukkah cooking show that we can have an instructor cook with us, like on Zoom?
A Hanukkah cooking show. Yeah, that's something we could look at doing.
Like for next Monday, I mean, like Tuesday when we do the holiday baking, like someone could cook something for Hanukkah.
Oh, definitely. I know we're having a holiday baking. If you bake something, or if any of our athletes bake it,
Brian,
our
yeah.
family members, they can share it. I kind of
think-
want to do a Hanukkah eating contest. Is
Me too.
that possible?
Yeah.
When is the holiday baking?
Next Tuesday.
Is it next
Oh.
Tuesday in the morning? Is that what it is?
Yep, at 10 o'clock.
Wow,
Next
that sounds
Tuesday at
good.
10. If anyone wants to bake anything, they can jump on and share it.
and
Can we make
show-
it during the class to show it how it makes?
You know what? I think there's going to be so many of us on there. I think probably making things ahead of time and then sharing is probably the best way to go, Brian. But I bet if you Google how to make latkes or how to make the donuts, I bet you can
Oh,
find
nice.
that.
The
Okay.
latkes, they're
Great
easy.
share, Brian. I saw Patty wanting to get in, and then I see Brian Heffernan next. So let's go to Patty. Hi, Patty.
I have staff, Brenda, who's Jewish. She does Hanukkah.
And did you guys celebrate with her?
No, I'm at my parents' house right now, so I
Okay.
don't. Yeah, I celebrate Christmas.
Okay.
So my house for Christmas, usually we go to my cousins for Christmas Eve, but this year is COVID and we can't go. So we have my cousins over on the 23rd, the day before it. We have my nieces get their presents and all that, and we have a tree over here, and it's a very big tree. My nieces like to find their elf on the shelf every year.
I know all about that at the Kelly house.
Yeah, yeah.
Patty.
And my favorite meal of Christmas is having ham, and my favorite Christmas music is always "When Christmas Is You."
All right. Okay, nice share. Brian Heffernan, did you have any questions or want to talk about Hanukkah? Come on in, Brian. Can you unmute?
I and my family actually have a shared connection between Christmas and Hanukkah. My family celebrates Christmas, as does my dad's family, but that's the reason why all the holidays get shared, because my dad's uncle, my dad's brother, who hosts a Christmas Eve party, celebrates both holidays because he also invites his group of college and Brookline friends who are all Jewish.
So he's very inclusive, and I think that's an important word around the holidays. And it talked about Kwanzaa.
So because of that, I'm used to both holidays.
That's good.
The more holidays, the better, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for chiming in. Any other thumbs out there? I see Durkin wanted to get in. How are you, Brendan?
Kelly, how are you?
I'm doing great. How did you like the video?
Yeah, about that video, I think about back in school at North, where I think I may have learned maybe most of it or all of Hanukkah. Hanukkah is a great year, a time of I might know how I learned the Genesis and the Torah already, because I think with modern history or some kind of historic thing I learned at school, all about, like, I know everything about the menorah, the Torah, the synagogue, because I know something that's related to that. When I work at Boston College, there's that old temple across from.
Oh, I know what
Lincoln.
you're talking about.
Yeah. So because of that, I work there, and people who go there know that they don't know that there's a small land at BC. I learned that as well. But again, that video, Mark, I didn't know everything, but I did, because everything is not just a little thing. It's about how you connect with the people and connect with the people that do celebrate Hanukkah and Jewish and Judaism. But about Jerusalem, about that part is I learned all of these things because of what brought me to school, the history, the music. I know that because me and Brian don't agree much about Dreidel and Hanukkah. So I know that.
That's great. That's great, Brendan. That's great. And I think, did you have a song that you wanted to play, Carol Lee?
I do have a song I'd like to share.
Let's do another song. And then I'll get to Adam. I know Adam Lewis wants to get in here too.
Can I ask one question first that
Yes, of course.
can be answered while I'm setting it up for all the people who have all the knowledge here? I have come across two different menorahs. One has 7 candlesticks and one has 9. Can anybody explain the difference?
Well, it shouldn't be 7 because you celebrate Hanukkah for 8 days.
So do you use a menorah?
So
on
the
just
9 candle is called the Shamas or something like that.
right.
That's what,
But
yeah.
So it would be 9. It would
Is
be,
there a menorah that doesn't, so the candlestick that you use for every Friday night for the Sabbath, is that also a 9-stick candle?
No,
No.
that's 2.
Oh.
No?
No.
Sounds like no. Yep.
Okay.
My daughter just told me, because she knows much more than I know, it just said that the menorah that has more, it is still a menorah, it's still a candelabra, but it's not used for Hanukkah. Only the ones that have 8 plus the shamash are
Okay.
used for Hanukkah.
Right. Is there a different one used? Oh, I see. At Sabbath, you only like 2. Yeah. Okay.
2 candles.
Gotcha. All righty.
And I just want to show you this too. So someone said elf on the shelf. Well, a number of years ago, someone decided that Jews needed mensch on the bench. So this is mensch on the bench, and we put him around like you would put elf on a shelf. He's a little creepy looking,
Cute.
but he's fun.
That's funny, Michelle. That's funny.
That is
Okay.
funny.
I'll play this song. This is a
Bench on a bench. I love it. So you guys are we're learning everything today. This is great.
This is a song that for me kind of reviews sort of the history, I think. And it was done by Peter, Paul, and Mary. And then this one, they do it with lots of children, which I think is.
Oh, yeah. That's a nice one. That's a nice one.
Light one candle for the Maccabee children, with thanks that their light didn't die. And light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. And light one candle for those who are suffering pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in, let anger not tear us apart. And light one candle
Wow, Carolee, that was excellent. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing
That was
that.
great. That was great, Carolee.
Peter, Paul, and Miriam, my favorite musicians.
Oh, great, Chris. All right, I saw Adam Lewis's hand earlier. Let me see if we can find Adam. Adam, put your thumb back up. There you are. Oh. Spotlight video. There you go, Adam. Can you unmute? We can get Adam in here.
Hey,
Where are you, buddy? We can hear you. We just can't see you.
hello, right?
Okay, we can hear you.
Hello, ready.
You're not on your.
Since I able my video.
Can you click start video?
I couldn't.
You can't?
No.
There. Can you start it now?
Ask to share video. There you go.
Got it. Got it.
Okay. Hi, Adam.
Me and my whole family, we just gotta celebrate our the thing, and it must start so late until Thursday night. Yeah, about the true meeting of about the Hanukkah movie. I think it's called Wishes Full Court Miracle movie.
Okay. There's a good movie out there for people to watch.
Yeah, it's based on a very true story about a boy, but he was currently the about that boy, which is the about the year, which is a 14-year-old boy who plays basketball. Bunch of his friends that he just liked the whole Nora
Nice.
Nice.
movie.
Sounds great.
All right.
And my second about my second question is that but I know that but still comes of Jewish. My whole family that we do that my dad that makes, which is the best version of the potato rockies.
Nice.
That sounds delicious.
Yes,
Adam.
it is.
Oh, we're gonna go over to Tara. Tara, how are you, hon? Let me put you spotlight you.
I'm good.
We can see it. Yeah. Is there someone on the pin?
The marker.
On a marker?
Yes.
Is that Jasmine?
Yes.
Okay, for Aladdin, right?
Yes.
All right, because you guys, we just talked about your holiday that you guys celebrated too, right?
Yes.
That's excellent, Tara. You having a good day?
Yes.
We're so excited that you're here.
I'm in my room.
You're in your room. That's excellent.
Yes.
Well, we wish you and your family a happy holiday season, right, Tara?
Yes, McCary.
Okay. Okay. And Keith looks like he wants to show us something.
Keith.
Keith, can you tell us about that? What you found?
It's a music. It's holiday music.
Some holiday music from Keith. I like it. Raise the jar. All right. Well, why don't we, speaking of music, let me try to.
Coming out and the stuff is do Hanukkah.
Okay. I heard that. I heard a Christmas song there, but I bet you can also find some Hanukkah songs. Let's try one more Hanukkah song. We're gonna go back to the one I tried earlier. See if I can get it to go this time. It's such a pretty song. There's a little ad we have to get through.
Oh,
Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sleep opening to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sip opening to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sip opening to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
Very
That was
nice.
great.
That was
Hey,
very-
Mark.
It's a nice song.
Hey,
Yes,
Mark.
Patty, go
My,
for it.
my sister sang that at her school for a concert, and that's why I know it.
Would help if I turn it off right after I do it. That's great, Patty. I saw Beth Garlick and Denise Garlick on. Can I go to them? Because I bet maybe Needham lights a menorah outside. I'm wondering if that takes place. I mean, spotlight our friends here. Can you guys unmute Denise? There you are.
Hey, Beth, tell them about the menorah on Needham Common.
What did they do?
They light the menorah on Needham Common. But this year, we're going to get to celebrate Hanukkah with Matt and baby Evelyn.
Oh,
That is exciting.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
exciting. So when they light that in Needham, does it start tomorrow night and do they have a ceremony or?
They're not having any ceremony for lightings of things
Sure.
this year. But
Right.
I believe it will be on Needham Common, and we have a neighbor who puts up a menorah that they light too.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you
Hey,
for
Mark, I have a tradition.
Okay, let me come to you, Dan Cool Dude O'Donnell. I see ya.
Oh
How are you?
yeah. I celebrate Christmas, so my family gets presents, and I have a lot on my Christmas list this year, and I have a tree. Do you want to see my tree?
Sure.
I don't know if you guys see it.
Oh
We do.
yeah. Nice.
Is that great?
Yeah. Looks like you guys got some decorating to do. That'll be fun.
Yeah. So it's really really cool. It's really cool. I find Hanukkah very, very interesting.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in. I think a lot of people are telling us how they celebrate it or they're learning a lot. Let's go back. I see Brian has a hand up again. Brian Given.
Yeah, I just want to let everyone know on tomorrow for sing along, we having a Hanukkah and Christmas sing along combined with Josh.
At 3:30. Okay.
Yeah, and today we're practicing for it.
All right. You can post that on the AU Facebook page. Okay.
It is already up there.
Oh, well, I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you. Chris Britton, you want to jump back in? It looks like.
I've been to California and I saw some and I went to a house that had one of Kelly's friends had candles on them to a Jewish house. I went to Jewish temples just to see theaters, one funeral only, but mostly I went to the Jewish temples to see theaters, and Temple Beth Avoda had a theater too.
Okay.
Never heard of Temple Beth Avoda?
I haven't, Chris, but
That's where I belong, Chris.
there we go.
Yeah, did you notice that there were a lot of shows there in Temple Beth Avoda?
Yep, they have a very active community.
Greg Albert, remember Greg Albert was in South Pacific?
Oh my goodness. That
Right.
was a long time ago.
Right.
And
That's-
Mark, one of the things that some families do is that, you know, they talked in the video about putting the menorah outside. Well, now we don't put our menorahs outside, but a lot of families put them in the window, right in the front of their house, so that if people pass by, they can see the menorah burning.
So we might see that starting tomorrow night for 8
We
nights.
put ours right, we have ours right in our window.
That's great. So when you guys are out, if you're out going to running some errands with your family, you can check out. It's a fun year to look at all the lights, and it's the Festival of Lights starts tomorrow. It's really exciting. All right. Let me see. I was going to ask Michelle, and I'm going to come to you in a second, Brendan, just because I see we're short on time. Are there other videos or movies or any educational things that maybe you could point people to?
I put one in the chat for you, Mark, the
They
video.
covered it pretty well.
Not videos. There are books out there, but not so much videos.
Isn't there a movie, not a movie, but something on TV every year? Not the Rascals, but
Rock Cat.
what is it?
I think it's called.
Right, whatever you said, whoever said that, that's true.
Yeah, I think you said rat cats or something.
Yeah.
Rock Cats or something
Right.
like
Rugrats.
Rugrats, right. And they have it every year. They talk about it's like a little series, and they show it up, and it's all about Hanukkah and everything.
And the same.
To get 8 Crazy Nights.
8 Crazy Nights? I don't know that one.
That's it with Adam Sandler.
I was going to say, I
Oh.
think that's Adam Sandler.
Oh, that must be funny.
That is
There's
a-
a Hanukkah song that he sings on Hanukkah.
yes,
It's very fun. It's a good song.
It's a fun song.
That is, yeah.
Let's do one more song. I think it's a Hanukkah blessing by the Bare Naked Ladies. Let me see. Oh, I got to
Okay.
share it. I was just going to play it, but you guys can't see it if I don't do it. Okay.
I like the new venue. This place is great. All right. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. How lucky are we that we have lights so that we can see.
We're getting the same spinning, huh?
So pretty.
I don't know why it's doing that.
When school isn't a place you have to be, why not go to school where remote learning can be as remote as you want?
Is this the eighth night?
All right, sorry about that. I might try it one more time, or we could try the Adam Sandler one. Michelle, you thought that's a good one?
Yeah, I'm not 100%. I'm not sure it's 100% appropriate.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, the Maccabees. That's true. The Maccabees.
That's right.
The
The
Maccabees.
Maccabees are a good group.
The Maccabees.
Yeah, they're
It's an
like,
acapella group.
yeah.
What do they sing?
Which song, Sarah?
You Google them, it'll come up.
Flip a latke in the air? Oh, Flip My Latkes in the Air by the Maccabees.
That sounds like a great one. Flip. Spell latkes for me, Michelle.
Latkahs. And it's the Maccabees, like a beat. See, this is why you gotta have kids around. They know so much more than us.
No, I got the maca beats. I got candlelight Hanukkah, Locky recipe. Oh, there's some fun stuff here. So let's just
Hey,
try-
Mark. I also have a suggestion.
Okay, 1 second, Brian. Let's see if we can get the Maccabees on here. Sarah's
Right.
helping us out here.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll tell a tale, tell,
Yeah, this is a good one, yeah.
Yeah, when the Greeks tried to sail, but it was all to no avail, yeah, the war went on and on and on, until the mighty Greeks were gone, yeah. I put my lockers in the air sometimes, saying, hey, oh, spin the dreidel. Just wanna celebrate for all 8 nights, singing, hey, oh, light the candle. We say Alhamdulillah, oh yeah, for all 8 nights. Then we play dreidel by the candlelight. And I told you once, now I told you twice, about the miracle of the candlelight. They took the field. Their rivals thought, are they for real? Those Maccabees, they never yield. They charged ahead with sword and shield. Yeah, the war went on and on and on, until the mighty Greeks were gone. Yeah, I put my lockers in the air sometimes, saying, hey, oh, spin the dreidel. Just wanna celebrate for all 8 nights, singing, hey, oh, light the candle. We say Ma'otur, oh yeah, for all 8 nights. Then we play dreidel by the candlelight. And I told you once, now I told you twice, about the miracle of the candlelight. And the great menorah, for 8 days it kept on burning. What a celebration, a great return to Torah learning. 'Cause I can feel it, and Leis Gadol, Leis Gadol Hayasham, Leis Gadol Hayasham, Leis Gadol Hayasham, I put my lockers in the air sometimes, saying, hey, oh, spin the dreidel. Just wanna celebrate for all 8 nights, singing, hey, oh, light the candle. We say Ma'otur, oh yeah, for all 8 nights. Then we play dreidel by the candlelight. And I told you once, now I told you twice, about the miracle of the candlelight.
That was excellent.
Very good.
That is so good. What good voices.
Wow, Michelle and Sarah, Michael.
I love that video. That's so cool.
Adam, you're the best. Hey, I know I kept you guys a little past 3. I want to thank all of you for joining us. I want to wish everyone a great Hanukkah that starts tomorrow, and all of you a happy holiday season. Tonight at 7, I believe we have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire that I know a lot of you are excited about. So we'll see you at 7. I hope you get to see some lights. The Festival of Lights starts tomorrow. You guys can log off. Thank you, Michelle.
See you
Thank
tonight.
Bye, guys.
Tomorrow.
Bye.
Good night.
Adios.
I thought that game.
Bye.
Michelle, nice seeing you again.
I thought that game